Good morning, Internet. My name is Lil Sam. Now, back in the day, when I was first created, I looked a lot more like Steven, the host of PreJudged and UnderEstimated. But, since that time, he has gotten into the habit of losing his hair and growing beards. So, I must match this look. And ta-da! Beard face. And pretend under this hat there is no hair, no luscious locks, much like the real Steven, who is balding. Beards are so itchy. Anyways, today, on a very special episode of PreJudged and UnderEstimated. Today, on a very special episode of PreJudged and UnderEstimated, we will be cooking a pizza. A fruit pizza. For Christmas. So join Steven and his wife in their kitchen. Thanks, Lil Sam. Today, we are making an apple pizza. And we're making it festive for Christmas. So, what you'll need for this apple pizza is 1 tube of sugar cookie dough. We got Pillsbury.
Or you can make your own, but we get the cheap stuff.
And it's so much easier. 8 ounces of cream cheese.
Well, here's the box. It's Kroger brand.
Ours has been softening for like a day. 1 jar of caramel sauce, but we use
Caramel
apple dipping sauce.
It's also Kroger brand.
Yeah. And we actually prefer this because it's thicker. The caramel sauce that comes in the jar is too liquidy, so it will screw the crap out of your pizza.
It makes it get all over.
And the recipe calls for green apples, but in the heart of Christmas, we got green and red. So, Christmas. And cinnamon sugar to sprinkle on top. Did it say brown sugar?
Yep, you missed it.
And 1 cup of brown sugar. I knew that was somewhere.
We have
These
another
are
container.
for roasted jumbo cashews. Alright, so you want to start by getting the oven at 350 degrees. This is our oven over here. You can see it there. So you just hit bake and then the degree amount. Ours is actually set to 350 from the beginning. I don't even know if you can go under that. At which point, you will roll out the sugar cookie dough into your 9 by 13 inch pan. We are using this ceramic one because it is fancy. My wife has gone to find scissors because they are never here. By the way, everyone, that was Karlynn. She's making her official debut. She was in 1 episode before, but while she does that, I am going to cut the apples because that has to be done at some point anyways. Now, you want to cut the apples as thin as possible because you're going to lay them out and you don't want thick little apples while you're eating this. So, we're probably going to go into a time loop here because this could be tedious for you to watch. But it'll look really funny because we're going to be going so fast. Okay, so we're still cutting apples, but our oven is at 350. So we're going to put in our cookie dough crust for 15 minutes. Start the timer. Back to cutting apples. Yeah, you're running all that. I'm not overly worried about it. We good. Safety, safety, safety. Alright, so she's finishing up with the apples. We got a nice little bowl going here. We move on to another step that you can do while it's cooking, and that is to mix your cream cheese and brown sugar together. We'll go green just because it's festive and because it's bigger. Therefore, you don't have to worry about spilling. Wherefore art thou, Romeos? Alright, so you got your 8 ounces of cream cheese. And a cup of brown sugar.
Here's a half cup. Do that.
Sometimes, if you're missing a full cup, you can use 2 half cups.
Well, you could have used the 2/3.
Basically the same thing, except twice as much work. I feel like Misha.
Yeah. I see your shot at it.
Can't really. Hey, well, there we got our brown sugar. It is okay to lick your fingers as long as you wash them off afterwards. I like to do a light rinse and call it good. This is called a mixing spoon. So you just kind of get in there. We're going to time loop this crap again because this is going to take forever, I think. And because we still have a sizable amount of time on our baking anyways. So time looping is not a bad tip. Sometimes, if by leaving out a cream cheese for the entire day, it's still not soft enough, you can microwave it, which is what we're doing now. So, the marvel of modern mechanics. We still have about 5 minutes left on our baking to go, and we're done with everything else, so we're going to cut right to that.
Oh look, it's ready.
Lightly brown. Now, the best way to do this would be to let it cool down first, because we're about to spread our brown sugar creation onto it, and the more cool it is, the less you rip off all of it.
So we need to let it cool.
So
Sorry.
we're gonna let it cool. So finally, our crust is ready to be spread. So we have our mix. Once again, remember that was a cream cheese with the brown sugar.
This is what it looks like. It has a few little chunks in it,
We are okay
as you
with
can
this.
see, but it's okay because it's cream cheese and that's amazing.
Okay, so the next step is to spread the cream cheese mixed with brown sugar all over our crust. This will be your sauce. Alright, so as soon as that, once you get it all spread, you're going to put 1/3 of your caramel sauce onto that.
And that's a 16-ounce container, and you only need a 12-ounce container, but we'll probably use all 16 ounces.
We freaking...
Just so we don't have to save it.
That's true, and we love caramel sauce. This is a rubber spatula.
Josh.
It is a Japanese delicacy. It is the undersea spatula that you eat. It can only be found in Japan. But we have it here at our house because we enjoy the fine things in life. Like Japanese spatulas. What? We're live right now. Lydia, if you're watching this, I quote you saying we're live right, or I quote Josh saying we're live right now, and you making that weird little noise while you pull his hair like all the time.
All the time.
It's like my new favorite phrase.
Notice how I licked my finger. Now I'm touching everything with it.
Breaking the cardinal rule of having to rinse off afterwards.
But really, I haven't touched anything but this apple piece. The finger that I licked. So I feel like it's okay.
So instead, we're just gonna take like a glob and spread it on there
A
with.
little bit more, less than that. So you got more?
No. And this is why you keep your rubber spatula that we just threw
It's
away.
right here. I didn't throw it away.
Did you rinse it?
No.
Did you lick it?
No.
She licked it.
I didn't lick
She's
it.
lying. And you just
I
spread that.
swear.
You spread that amongst it.
There.
Hey, now it's nice and spread out. We'll show you this so you can kind of get an idea of how terrible it looks right now.
It doesn't look that bad.
Look at that. That's all the caramel and the brown sugar mix in there. Now what you do is you take those apples you cut earlier, You just spread them out on top of all that.
You can make it pretty looking.
What is it? We got green and...
Should we do green or red and then green and
I was
red?
straight up just gonna throw them on there. Like literally, I had almost a whole hand.
No, you're not.
So as we did green and red for Christmas.
And it's okay. They browned, but it's okay because we're putting stuff over the top of them, so it won't show.
Okay, show you this. This is the apples on there prior to putting on the extra caramel sauce. Oh my gosh, I lost some. And as we said, you can make them pretty. You don't have to because they're going to be covered in caramel sauce here in just a second. But it gives it a nice little look, especially if you want it to be fancy for your Christmas parties. Then you get to put caramel sauce on top. And honestly, I mean, it's caramel apple dip. If you don't use it all, you can use it with the rest of your apples that you eat. So you're set. It's like making 2 dishes at once.
This is tricky.
This part is the trickiest part. Remember how we had to wait for our crust to cool? Because as you try to spread on it, it comes up. Well, apples are even worse because they just come up. They're not even connected to anything. So as you start to spread this, the apples just kind of go everywhere. So it takes a lot more effort, and this is when it really kind of might lose some of that nice look that you had to it. But let's face it, the flavor is 1,000 times better than the look. Okay, now it's all spread out. Show you that. There, see, you got it all over the top. To finish it off, you garnish it. Garnish is a fancy word for sprinkle something over the top of. And we're going to be garnishing it with cinnamon sugar. So we just kind of, and you actually, it tastes really, you just put a bunch on there. So maybe not garnish rather than suffocate. Okay.
Should we show them?
Now that it has been garnished / suffocated by the cinnamon sugar, that is your apple pizza. You can serve that at any party, not just Christmas parties. In fact, we have some birthday candles here.
Kill the apple.
Shove that right through an apple, because I'm buff and tough. I'm gonna light these. Because one of our viewers has a birthday today. One of my 5 viewers has a birthday today. So, if you want to join us, we're gonna make this a worldwide happy birthday to Christy. Should we take it up there so I can see this?
Sure.
Christy, I hope you realize you have to blow these candles out. From wherever you are. Alright, so here we go. So, get down here. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
To you.
Happy birthday to you, and I love you.
Is it bad luck to blow out someone else's candles? There you have it. Apple pizza.
Yay!
Cooked right here in our very own kitchen. So you can make that at home, enjoy it, have it at your next Christmas and or birthday party. And back to you, Little Sam. Well, this concludes our very special episode of PreJudged and UnderEstimated. Happy birthday, Christy. You are my favorite puppet friend. For all the world who may not know what this puppet named Christy looks like, here is a picture. So, for all your Christmas parties, please enjoy this fruit pizza that we have taught you how to make, and think of us in your hearts.
Thanks.
This just got totally awkward. Okay. It's family. I can do this. Oh, fuck! I think that's awesome. I think that's a cut. I think that's a wrap.
And I feel so underrated.